What's up YouTube? Sean Forney here, gonna do build update number 2. So it's been a little while, but between me and my friend, we've had a lot of travel with work. So gonna give you an update. As you can see, I got the TE37s on the car, and guess what? Tonight we just got at least the engine back in. It took us a little while, but we got it back in there. So stay tuned, gonna provide you with a little build update on what is left to do, what is left to get put back together, and when I think we're gonna be able to finally take this thing for its first little spin. So stay tuned. Okay, so as you can see, we have the engine back in, but there's still a lot more to go on. Have water pump, alternator, the compressor, transmission, headers, bell housing, radiator, intake manifold, all this. So we still, who am I trying to fool? We still got a crap ton of stuff to do, but luckily everything else I think is going to fall into place. I'm not going to say easy because nothing is easy, but I think the rest of the process should be relatively straightforward. You know, this is a Sandberg subframe and swap kit. You can see the motor mounts down here. Had a little bit of a pain in the butt to get them to line up, and obviously the the engine is sitting back a little bit, and it will come back up once we get everything else buttoned up. So the biggest improvement to the body is we have my TE37s on the car, which I am super excited about, but I am a little disappointed. I do usually get pro spec import center caps because obviously those, for whatever reason, there's not a lot of options for center caps. I did actually find some after I realized pro spec sent me the wrong ones. I wanted to get the matte black ones, and I don't know where they're at, but so these ones on my S1s are pro spec import. So, you know, they give them a nice look, nice finish, matches the factory color. But for whatever reason, the ones they sent me didn't work. They come from Australia. So now I'm waiting to hear back from those guys what they would like me to do. But I did wind up going with what I thought was going to be probably the widest I could go. I think I could have went a little wider in the back. Probably could have went a little wider in the front too. So there are 255s on the front and 265s on the rear. Probably could have went with 275s. I already had some Continental Extreme contacts, and trust me, I don't want to spend a bunch of money on wheels because I'm already buried into this car for life. So I just went with those. I really wanted to get the NT05s or the R888Rs, which I have on those wheels, but you know what? These are going to work fine. It's just going to be a burnout machine anyway, and these wheels are going to do just fine. So, other than that, realistically, that is it as far as the update. The engine went back together pretty smooth, and we're getting so close. So the next couple videos will be hopefully the finishing touches. But as you can see, the car is sitting here now, properly collecting dust, just like the Supra does. But once this thing has an engine back in it, I'm hoping to get at least a month of enjoyment out of this thing. I am going to have a shop weld me up a better midsection because that looks like garbage. So hopefully all that stuff will come back together pretty smoothly. But realistically, that's it. So not a big update, but progress, small steps. Progress is, you know, obviously making a little bit of momentum each time that we step into the garage and we work on it. But if you have any particular questions about what swap parts we're using, transmission, it's a T56 Magnum F-body trans. I did go with a factory LS7 clutch and flywheel kit just because I wanted a better, smoother, like more factory-like engagement with the transmission. So that was my goal. So I got rid of the monster clutch, which was fine, but a little bit more aggressive. And the LS7 clutch will handle everything I throw at this car. I'm not going to boost it. I'm not going to do anything like that. But if you have any particular questions about any of the parts that are going into this car, keep me posted, and I will do some more update videos as we get closer, which is going to be very soon. Within the next couple weeks, this thing's going to be running and driving finally for the first time since I think February. So everybody stay tuned. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned.